public hearing. Monday, February 10th, 2024, 30 p.m. We're going to waive the roll call of commissioners and the invocation and pledge of allegiance due to the fact that we're all here and accounted for. Then we'll get right into the agenda of zoning, and we'll ask our James Schubert if he'll come up and go over this project with us.
Mr. Chairman, thank you. Commissioners, this is a request to zone land lot 127, the 8th Land District, from 2 R75MH residential, A agricultural, and from CN conservation, which is the 100-year floodplain, to FTP overlay A. Applicant is Mr. J.C. Clark, and he went out and had a petition signed. He lives at 3976 Albany Avenue. He's the landowner, and he's representing other landowners. If you don't mind, I'm gonna step to the map and just kind of explain the boundaries. So this is land lot 127, located here. This is quarter Z. It's already zoned CDD. We're not messing with that. It cuts into that land lot just a small portion here. This area right here is the 100-year floodplain. And proposed that go from CN conservation to A FTP or FTP overlay A, which what that does is the FTP is a flood damage prevention district, and that overlays whatever zoning is under it, and that sets requirements that the FEMA requires, and we're a participant in that to build in that flood zone. For example, if I build in that flood zone, I've got to raise that first floor of that house up a foot above the base flood elevation in there. Have to do certain things with the foundations. They have to break away so water can flow under it. If I have a garage at ground level, it has to have so many cubic inches of holes, or so many square inches of holes, so that water goes in the garage and can flow back out. Appliances have to be 1 foot above as well. So that sets that standard. And the rest of this on the south side would be zone agricultural. This is the railroad tracks along here, the CSX line. North of that, up to Albany Avenue, and then 220 feet north of Albany Avenue would be zoned R75MH, which is residential. It allows site-built homes and mobile homes. And then of course it goes, it follows some property lines, and then it splits some property lines, and then it catches the mobile home park that's located here, and it travels back down to Mallard Road. And then north of this, to the northern margin of land lot 127 would be zone A agriculture, which of course allows agricultural uses. And then, I'm sorry, this is kind of, you can't really see this on this, but this is kind of aerial of the, this is an aerial of the area, the land lot. And then this is a map that shows what persons in that district has signed the petition. So this is orange on this corner here. So, and the purpose is Mr. Clark and I guess some of the other residents in that area have had problems with people having chickens in there. From my understanding, the chickens that were creating problems, that house is vacant, they're gone. So now they're petitioning to zone that area to prevent chickens. And we have written citations before for chickens running loose and destruction of people's property. The master plan, the future land use plan adopted by Ware County Commission proposed land to be agriculture and undeveloped. Stated before, the applicable regulations, the R75MH would allow residential, mobile home, and site built. The FTP overlay just sets standards if you build in the 100-year flood zone. And then, the A, agriculture allows agricultural uses and any type of residential use. The land uses, large area is vacant, which, when we say vacant, that includes agricultural land as well. Some of that's field, some of that's pasture. Most of the land in the rezoning for the residential area is developed with either site-built homes or mobile homes. The public utilities in that area, it has public water, but some has public water, some has private wells, and then all the areas have septic tanks. Development potential, the area develops with mobile homes and site-built homes. I think the last application we had was a mobile home in there. And of course the back part, we did have a site-built home built down one of the side streets in there, in that area. Attached to your map are the adopted rezoning standards. They appear to support zoning the property. And then also attached are the maps, the supporting documents. The planning commission met on January 14th, Tuesday, January 14th, and made a recommendation that the county commission approve the zoning and rezoning request. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, do we have anyone in the audience that would like to speak in support of this zoning change?
I've not had any calls in favor or opposition.
I don't see anybody.
I spoke to a gentleman earlier, he said he wasn't objecting to it, so.
Commissioners, y'all got any questions for our director?
What was the problem with chickens?
They were just running loose, getting on people's hat cars, outdoor picnic tables, and roosters crowing in the mornings, and so this one house that had the entire lot was covered with game roosters.
I think what it was, a Hispanic male had probably 400 or 500 chickens.
Right.
5 chickens and everything else. Whenever it come a hard rain, they washed them there, laid all up in the house.
Is he still there?
He's gone.
In agriculture, that doesn't eliminate chickens.
Well, that would be behind everything, so it at least gives you a residential lot along the roads.
Yeah.
So the agriculture will be 220 feet behind from Albany Avenue.
So how about Mr. Clark, the chickens that he's got?
They can stay until he leaves for a year. If they leave for a year, then they can't come back. So.
My lots are 90 and I've got chickens. They don't run around in the yard though.
Yeah.
So I keep my chickens.
As long as they're there before they were as long as they're grandfathered in, you can keep them.
I just keep replacing.
Yeah,
They will never die.
you can go down to one. As long as all of them don't leave, you're fine.
What you wanna do, right there, put a ID tag on, see something like that.
You can go down to one, as long as they all
I
leave.
complain to me about it.
So you got 2 local.
But trust me, if they go off, if the chickens go off your property for past the grandfather period, if somebody's had a problem with them, they've written that date down that you didn't have no chickens, they'll call back. And we'll just bring them to court with us.
Mr. Chairman, ain't nobody here to oppose it. I don't see no reason.
I don't see no reason why we can't. Y'all okay with placing this on the agenda? Yes, sir. Okay, Mr. Manager?
We've got it on there, yes, sir.
Okay.
And just for part of the record, it was advertised in the paper and then it was, posted, on both ends, on Albany Avenue.
Did anybody, y'all posted the property?
On Albany Avenue on both ends, yes, sir.
Anybody attend the planning commission meeting
No, sir.
other than after?
No, sir. He didn't even attend that. He's not attending any meetings.
Does Mr. Clark live on the property?
He does.
Yeah, that's a family that's been hired for years and years. Okay,
That's it.
thank you.
I'm gonna carry this back downstairs unless you need the map for the regular meeting.
See a need for him to stay with the map. Mr. Manager?
No, sir. I don't think so.
I'll entertain a motion to adjourn this public hearing.
So moved.
Second.
We got a motion and a second, all in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. We're adjourned at 5 o'clock, that ain't long.